People are seeing your rankings, the trophies, everything you've achieved. You're making history. But what aren't we seeing?
The hours that I put in is not on TV. What happens after tough losses is not on TV.
Everyone knows Alex Eala for the rankings, the trophies, and the history she continues to make on the biggest stages in tennis. But during her heartfelt conversation with Karen Davila, the young Filipino star revealed that the version fans see on television is only a small part of her journey. When Karen asked, "What aren't we seeing?" Alex gave an answer that instantly changed the tone of the interview. She explained that the hours of training, the tears after painful defeats, and the emotional struggles behind every tournament never make it onto TV. Those quiet moments, she said, are what truly shape her career. Alex also made it clear that she has never reached this point alone. Behind every victory are the coaches who push her beyond her limits, the family members who tell her the truth even when it's hard to hear, and the people who continue believing in her during the toughest moments. It was an honest reminder that success isn't built by talent alone. It's built through sacrifice, discipline, and countless unseen battles. And as the interview continued, Alex would reveal that her greatest challenges began long before the world ever knew her name.
Made sacrifices. At 13, you moved to Spain. Take us through your days. What did you miss as a child?
I missed my family. I spent a lot of time away from my family. I missed my homeland. It was a different culture. It was different everything when I moved. So I did sacrifice a lot of my free time, or I guess the time that normal kids would have with friends.
As the conversation continued, Karen Davila took Alex back to the moment that completely changed the direction of her life. At just 13 years old, Alex made the difficult decision to leave the Philippines and move to Spain to pursue her dream of becoming a professional tennis player. For most teenagers, those years are filled with school events, birthdays, weekends with friends, and unforgettable family moments. But for Alex, life became centered around early morning practices, intense training sessions, and learning to adapt to an entirely new country. She admitted that she missed her family more than anything else and struggled with being so far away from the people she loved. She even revealed that she never experienced a normal high school life or milestones like prom. Despite all those sacrifices, Alex said she has no regrets. Looking back today, she believes every difficult decision helped shape the player and the person she has become. It wasn't an easy road, but it was one she would choose again because every sacrifice brought her closer to the dream she had been chasing since childhood. Karen then shifted the conversation to the people who stood beside Alex through every step of that journey, her parents and family. As Alex spoke about them, it became clear that their support has been one of the biggest foundations of her success. She acknowledged that while she made sacrifices by leaving home at such a young age, her parents sacrificed just as much, if not more. They spent years supporting her dream, encouraging her through difficult moments, and celebrating every small victory along the way. Alex shared that after every important match, whether it ends in victory or defeat, her parents are always the first people she wants to call. Their words never focus only on results or rankings. Instead, they remind her to believe in herself and continue trusting the process. Knowing that her family is always behind her gives Alex the confidence to keep moving forward, even during the toughest moments of her career. It was another reminder that behind every successful athlete is a family making countless sacrifices that often go unnoticed. The interview became even more emotional when Karen asked Alex about something every athlete experiences but rarely talks about openly: losing. Alex admitted that not every defeat is the same. Some losses stay with her much longer than others, making her cry, question herself, and replay every point over and over again. She explained that tennis is one of the few sports where even the greatest players lose regularly, forcing athletes to accept disappointment and keep moving forward. Instead of pretending those moments don't hurt, Alex was honest about how emotionally draining they can be. However, she also shared the lesson that has helped her continue growing throughout her career. Every defeat carries an opportunity to improve, and every tournament offers a fresh start. Her parents constantly remind her never to doubt herself, and that simple message has become one of the mantras she carries into every competition. Rather than allowing losses to define her, Alex chooses to let them strengthen her, making every comeback even more meaningful than the setback itself. Karen also explored the personal values that continue to keep Alex grounded despite her rapid rise in the tennis world. Alex revealed that she sometimes carries a rosary given to her by her grandmother, a small but meaningful reminder of her faith and her family. Before many matches, she still makes the sign of the cross, not because she expects it to guarantee victory, but because it has become part of the routine that helps keep her focused and calm. She also shared something even more revealing about her personality. Alex explained that the biggest promise she has made to herself isn't about winning Grand Slams or reaching a certain ranking. Instead, it's about carrying herself with respect, controlling her emotions, and showing maturity no matter what happens on the court. She admitted that she feels more disappointed when she loses control of her emotions than when she simply loses a match. That mindset speaks volumes about the kind of athlete she wants to become, not just successful, but respected for the way she handles both victory and adversity. One of the most emotional parts of the interview came when Karen reflected on Alex's unforgettable run to her first WTA final. Although Alex fell just short of lifting the trophy, the moment represented a historic breakthrough for both her career and Philippine tennis. Looking back, Alex admitted that the loss was painful because she had come so close to achieving something extraordinary. Still, she also recognized that reaching the final itself was proof that years of sacrifice were beginning to pay off. During her emotional speech after the match, she thanked her family, coaches, and everyone who had supported her journey from the very beginning. Fighting back tears, she reminded everyone that this achievement was only the first chapter, not the final destination. Rather than allowing heartbreak to define the experience, Alex chose to see it as motivation. She left the court believing that even bigger opportunities were waiting ahead, and that determination continues to drive her every time she steps onto the court. Karen couldn't resist asking Alex about the victory that means the most to her, and the answer came almost instantly. Her memorable win over Iga Swiatek remains one of the defining moments of her young career. It wasn't simply because of the opponent she defeated, but because of what the victory represented. It proved to Alex and to the rest of the tennis world that she could compete with the very best. The conversation also turned to the incredible diving shot that quickly became one of the most replayed highlights of the tournament. Laughing about the moment, Alex admitted that she never planned it. Everything happened naturally in the heat of the point, and her only instinct was to reach the ball no matter what. That fearless attitude has become one of the biggest reasons fans admire her game. Moments like that can't be practiced. They happen because of determination, courage, and the refusal to give up on any point. The interview then became even more personal as Karen asked Alex about heartbreak, both on and off the tennis court. Alex reflected on some of the toughest defeats of her career, explaining that the hardest losses are not always the ones the public remembers. Sometimes the most painful defeats happen quietly at smaller tournaments, where very few people are watching. Those moments can be even more difficult because athletes are left alone with their disappointment. She admitted that while losing deep in a major tournament is painful, it often feels more rewarding than an early exit from a lower-level event because at least it shows progress. Karen then lightened the mood by asking about Alex's personal life. Smiling, Alex admitted she isn't actively looking for a relationship because her career remains her top priority. She laughed while talking about her love for Pride and Prejudice, joking that maybe one day she'll find her own Mr. Darcy. But for now, all of her focus remains on becoming the best tennis player she can possibly be. As the interview came to a close, Karen Davila asked Alex to reflect on her most unforgettable recent memory. Without hesitation, Alex chose Wimbledon, describing the incredible atmosphere and the overwhelming support from Filipino fans. She admitted that seeing thousands of people cheering for her is something she will never take for granted, and thanked everyone who continues to follow her journey. More than anything, the interview revealed the person behind the rankings and trophies, a young athlete driven by sacrifice, humility, and determination. And if this conversation proved anything, it's that Eala's biggest achievements may still be ahead of her.